Assalamu alaikum. This is a very interesting question. Can the marhum, the people who have passed away, died, see us? Can they hear us? Now, there is a big difference between the Islamic understanding of it and probably the way maybe Christians understand it or it's shown in the movies. So let me tell you that it's not like in Islam we do not have this concept that they're overlooking you, they are your guardian angel, or get that. We don't have that kind of a concept. But what we have is when you visit their grave, and at that point, when you say salam to them, they can hear your salam. They can even respond back to your salam. And when you are there by their grave, if they knew you when they were alive here, they recognize you when you are there. They're not living in their graves. They're not living by their graves. They're living in the Barzakh. But from the Barzakh, they can see the people who are visiting their grave because the grave is their house. That's why Prophet ﷺ has prohibited Muslims to walk on the grave, to lean on the grave, to sit on the grave, or do any filth around the grave, because doing any of these things around the grave or on the grave is disrespectful and it hurts those whose grave it is. And also Prophet ﷺ told us that giving any kind of a physical harm to a deceased is as if you are hurting them when they were here alive. So do not just think that they are nothing. Because the ruh, the soul, continues to live on and has a connection with the body, even though the soul is not living in the body at this point the way it was living when the person was alive here. So when you are at the grave, when you are there, if they recognize you before, they recognize you now. And if you are among those people that they know or they recognize or you're related to them, they feel good about it as long as you're sitting by their grave. And I'm just giving you a summary of the lot of the things. If you guys are interested, we can make a little bit of detailed videos about these with references and sources of this information. I'm just summarizing this for you just so that I can answer your question in as much detail as possible. So while you're staying with them, they recognize you, they feel good about it, they want you to visit them if you can. And also, they're waiting for you to send them du'as and good deeds, like the isal to the deceased. So every week they are calling, saying, those people who are left behind, why have you forgotten about us? Why did you forget about us? Why are you not sending any good deeds to us, like in terms of doing good deeds for them? And you get the reward and they get the reward. And also sending du'as, because your du'as and your isal, the good deeds that you send their way, are given to them as gifts in the graves. And Sayyidina Jibreel alayhi salam delivers it to them. And if they are in any kind of punishment, these things help remove those difficulties of Barzakh life for them. And if they are in good things, then this helps them elevate their darajahs. And so do not take this matter lightly. So there is a lot that you can still do for them when they have moved on to the other world, to the Barzakh life. They did a few good deeds for themselves before they went, like anything like Sadqatun Jariyah, which is still going on for them on their behalf. The kids that they left behind, who are making dua for them, doing good deeds, because the good deeds or the deeds in general is presented to your parents in the Barzakh life. They are made aware of what you're doing after they're gone. We have talked about that in great detail in the past as well. I'm just talking about some of those details again in reference to this particular question. And inshallah, if you guys are interested, we will continue talking about the Barzakh life in more detail, because I was talking about a little bit more detail and looked like some of you were not interested in knowing about the Barzakh life. So that's why we went a different direction. But if you are interested, you need to let me know in the comment section below, so that we can continue to talk about the Barzakh life as well. So inshallah, we'll see you next time. Till then, assalamu alaikum.